Court just wrapped up for prominent South Carolina lawyer Alec Murdaugh just a short time ago.
He's accused of trying to have someone shoot him for insurance purposes. Our Taggart Houck is live in Hampton County with the latest on this. Tag.
Carol, Michael, good evening to you both. Yeah, the bond set by a judge at $20,000 per Alec Murdaugh. He has since left the Hampton County Law Enforcement Center. He turned over his passport, his attorneys insisting during that hearing that he was not a flight risk to the community. They argued that for a couple of different reasons, one of which his presence within this community. His family has been here for generations. He has not been in any legal trouble in this community before. That was one of the points. The other one is an argument we've heard over the last couple of days, the opioid addiction. His attorney saying that he's been addicted to opioids for the last 20 years, and it got much worse, the attorney said, when his wife Maggie and son Paul were killed back in early June. On the other side, you have the Attorney General's office arguing that he is in fact a risk to the community. They say that he conspired to commit a violent crime with 61-year-old Curtis Smith. They say that Smith and Murdaugh worked together to shoot Murdaugh so his son could collect about $10 million from an insurance policy. Now, Smith had his hearing today where bond was set for $55,000, and our cameras were there as Alec walked out of the courtroom in shackles and a jumpsuit. Again, though, his team insisting he is not a risk to this community.
He's entitled to a personal recognizance bond unless it's shown he's a danger to flee. He has come here today on his own. He did not flee. He did not, once he knew he was charged. He is willing to waive extradition to come back whenever he is needed here. Again, every member of family, his connections are to this county. He's got nowhere to go.
Part of the interesting thing to this is really the large amount of media presence, both local and national. It is not something that you typically see in this community. And you can imagine the anticipation for Murdaugh walking out of that courtroom. About 30 minutes after we caught video of him walking out of the courtroom, he was led away in a car from his lawyers with a lot of anticipation, as I mentioned, to really kind of get those moments on camera. The other part to this is we understand that Murdaugh will be taken back to rehab. That is where his attorneys say he has been since getting out of the hospital after that September 4th shooting. And his attorney also spoke to the media after that hearing. Some people asking about Alec's mental state. They had said that for one, mentally he's in a decent place, but physically it's been a bit trickier. Dick Harpootlian saying that because of coming off of that opioid addiction that he says his client has had for the last 20 years. We'll have much more of this continuing coverage coming up tonight at 11 on WYFF News 4. For now, in Hampton County, Taggart Houck, WYFF News 4.
Of course, Tag, thank you. And SLED announced yesterday, you may recall, that it's opening a criminal investigation into the death of a woman who worked as the Murdaugh family housekeeper for more than 20 years. Gloria Satterfield died in 2018. The attorney for her estate, Eric Bland, says Alec Murdaugh reported Gloria died because she tripped over his dogs and fell down the stairs at the home. Bland says Gloria couldn't communicate the 3 remaining weeks of her life because of a brain injury. Bland says his client made insurance claims after her death and didn't know they had been settled for more than $2 million until reports came out in the media, and that the Satterfield estate never saw a dime of that money.
Well, I mean, if you're in charge of the solicitor's office and you have the most powerful law firm in the county, one of the most powerful law firms in the state, and you have the last name of Murdaugh, you probably can get done anything you want to accomplish.
SLED says it opened that investigation at the request of the Hampton County Coroner.